Notes: UW's Jonathan Taylor sets the FBS record for rushing yards by a freshman. Jonathan Taylor is a record holder. Taylor capped his impressive freshman season by rushing 26 times for 130 yards in Wisconsin's 34-24 victory over Miami in the Orange Bowl on Saturday night at Hard Rock Stadium. That performance left Taylor with 1,977 rushing yards, the number one mark all-time among FBS freshmen. Taylor passed Oklahoma's Adrian Peterson 1,925 yards in 2000 for UW's Ron Dayne 1,863 yards in 1996. Dayne's total does not include his 246-yard performance in the Copper Bowl, but the NCAA records do not include bowl games before 2002. "It means a lot for me to be mentioned with guys like Adrian Peterson and Ron Dayne," Taylor said. "It is humbling. There won't ever be any guys like those. To be mentioned with them, it is a testimony to the offense and to the team. Now consider this. Ask just about anyone in the UW program about Taylor and they'll tell you he can get better, much better. I think the sky is the limit for him," right guard Bo Benshaw said. "It is going to be up to us as well, but I think the future is very bright for him. This year he kind of made his mark. If he keeps this up, there is nothing stopping him for sure." Taylor played in all 14 games for UW. He had 10 games of at least 100 yards, including 3 of at least 200 yards. "It's been awesome," left tackle Michael Dieter said when asked about blocking for Taylor. "It's been a treat. He's the type of guy that sometimes your fit is not always the best, but he'll make you right, and that's always nice to have something like that. It's just been a special year, and that kid has got a bright future." Taylor finished the season with 8 catches for 95 yards. Making plays as a receiver is one part of his game that should expand with more experience. UW's staff generally used other backs in third down situations. "We always talk about being a complete back," Taylor said, "and I definitely know I have a lot of time left, so I'm going to be working on my craft as much as possible. I want to be an all-around running back so I can do anything for my team." Taylor's work ethic and humility were traits that his teammates noticed quickly. "I know what got me here," Taylor said. "I know that it's the boys up front. It is the defense helping out the offense. It is everyone. I definitely don't feel that it's just me." The reporter joked to Benshaw that the lineman must be paying Taylor because the freshman consistently shines the spotlight on the line for its work. "Really?" Benshaw said with a smile. "That's great. Good for him. Because I always put it on him." Nelson NFL bound, as expected, redshirt junior cornerback Nick Nelson announced after the game he will enter the 2018 NFL Draft. "I'm ready to declare for the NFL," said Nelson, who broke up 20 passes this season. "Coming out of a win was definitely big." Nelson said the decision was difficult. However, he only smiled when informed that the staff has expected for a long time he was entering the draft. "I wouldn't say that," Nelson said after a long pause. "I just came to work every day." No ill will. The 27-21 loss to Ohio State dropped UW out of the top 4 in the chase for a berth in the college football playoff. Asked whether he was upset that a one-loss UW team was left out, Dieter said he never had such thoughts. "I'm just glad with the season we had, what we were able to do," he said, "and I'm proud of how we didn't get caught up in all the playoff talk, all that stuff. Would it have been nice? Yes. But we did lose, so I don't think we can sit here and be mad or anything like that. It's up to the committee. There's nothing we can do. But the best we can do is just be happy with the regular season, and we fought hard in the Big Ten championship, and that's really all we can worry about." Decision time coming, with Nelson opting to leave early. That left linebacker T.J. Edwards, Benshaw and Dieter as the 3 players mulling whether to enter the 2018 NFL Draft or return to UW. All 3 players are redshirt juniors. Benshaw said after the game he plans to return to UW. Edwards acknowledged scouts have concerns about his lack of speed, so it would be difficult for him to improve that by returning to UW in 2018. Dieter could enhance his value by returning and said he hopes to announce his decision soon after the bowl game. "I guess people do want to know," Dieter said, laughing, "so I'll probably tweet something. It won't be long." It won't be a big paragraph. It will be, I'm doing this or I'm doing that. Make them count. UW freshman wide receiver Danny Davis entered the game with 21 catches for 362 yards and 2 touchdowns. He had 5 catches for 56 yards and 3 touchdowns against the Hurricanes. He definitely went off tonight with the hat trick, tailback Jonathan Taylor said. He is going to be a heck of a player for us. A.J. Taylor 8-105-1 Davis, 556-3 and Kendrick Pryor 230-0 combined for 15 catches for 191 yards and 4 touchdowns. They did a great job today, quarterback Alex Hornibrook said. They were competing for balls. They never had any easy catches. They were fighting for pretty much every single one. I was proud of them. Big Ten the best. UW's victory improved the Big Ten to 7-0 in bowl games this season. I think playing in the Big Ten, you're playing against top-tier opponents every single week, senior defensive end Alec James said. I've always thought the Big Ten was the best conference and I'll continue to say that. Extra points. Senior linebacker Leon Jacobs got his 14th start of the season and played in his 59th game overall, the record for FBS players. Senior safety Joe Ferguson played in his 58th game, the number 2 all-time mark for FBS players. UW improved to 14-1 in road games under Paul Christ. That includes a 9-game winning streak. UW has played in a bowl game for 16 consecutive seasons, including the Orange Bowl victory. UW's record in that span is 8-8. UW's bowl record under Christ is 4-0. The victory over Miami gave Christ a 3-year record of 34-7 at UW. UW entered the night with 85 passes defended, 68 broken up and 17 intercepted, the number 2 mark among FBS teams. Iowa was number 1 with 89 passes defended. UW recorded 10 passes defended in the victory over Miami, 7 break UPS and 3 interceptions, to finish at 95.